And there are scholars. I was surprised when I was in Oxford to give a talk. A graduate program approached me. He said he was doing, I think a master's degree, so he was doing his master's degree on YOUWIN. I said, I wish and local universities in Nigeria too are studying YOUWIN. Because this person will school in Oxford, will come and study YOUWIN, and the next day the World Bank will employ him to go and repeat and encourage that program in other parts of the world. But we here may not even notice that there is something YOUWIN for our students to study. Because if you now graduate students, either for their master's degree or MPhil or so on, take up and study, they will identify areas that need to be improved. That is the essence of bringing academics into it. Yes, we've done something. But when they look at it, there's no product that will not have weak points. So they will be able to say, yes, if it is done this way, it will even be better. So that's what we expect the university systems and the research institutions to take up. But it was a successful program.
Well, Mr. President, I have to thank you so much. If we want to talk about your time as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I don't think we will leave here today because it's such an exciting time. And I saw somewhere where you wrote that years to come, people will realize what you try to do. And I always tell people when they say, Jonathan was weak, why did he relinquish power? I said, no, Jonathan was a Democrat. If in one of your national interview, media pally, I wasn't in Nigeria, but I was watching abroad. I still remember, I can't put it quite the way you put it, but you said, the president of Nigeria is very powerful. If I should use half of my power, people will understand the powers and what it means. And each time I remember that, I laugh because I know that you knew what you were talking about. The president has so much power, but the president should not abuse that power. The president should not be power drunk. And having lived abroad for years, I know you are a typical example of countries, developed countries, who they don't have the power, but they also know that there are checks and balances, and they put themselves in that position to obey the rules and regulations, the checks and balances that apply in any country. So I must congratulate you for that. And if I was to do a documentary on leadership and power, I think I will call you to please grant me that time. So I just want to thank you for having this time with you, for giving us the attention and the audience, and for sharing briefly your views, because I know that is much more larger than this. So thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you again. And we do hope to see more of you. Please don't go back. Detractors might insult you because they know when you say something, people love you. Because I saw what happened at the beginning when they saw your profile rising, you became a target. Because let's bring it down. The international profile is getting too much. But don't let that deter you. There are some of us who are looking up to you, who wants to hear what President Jonathan said. We will not be happy if you go onto your share, because very few number of people are out there not wanting to see the truth that you represent. Thank you so much, and allow me the honor to thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you so much.